What's up, everybody? Welcome to a new episode of Where Did All My Friends Go, a podcast about life in the music industry. How's it going today, Bear?
Dude, it's going incredible. And even more incredible after we got to talk to Matt. Like, I didn't want to stop talking to him. We didn't. After the podcast was over, we just kept talking. And I don't know, man. There's something to be said about that kind of energy, that kind of vibe. And I'm here for it, you know? Like, getting to know somebody and sharing stories. And it's like, you know, Midwest all up in here where it's like, you know, gather around the bonfire and you just like kind of go, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of like a very similar feeling of what I felt. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So, this podcast was awesome.
No, it was a very, very, it flowed really well.
Yeah.
It was just fun. And Matt's a really fun dude. So Matt
from Local
Deadbeat. He cut out. So Matt from Local Deadbeat Agency. They've got a clothing company.
Dude.
Do a lot of shows. Bear's back.
I'm back. This episode made me hungry.
Dude, for real.
I am craving an In-N-Out double with fries, animal style fries.
Oh, I am too. I mean, I kind of crave that all the time.
Yeah.
Like, well, I'm usually hungry.
I'm gonna go satiate this hunger. I know. That's a big ass word.
You did it. Let's get into the episode.
I really just want to thank God.
Yeah.
Honestly.
He was with you all along.
He gave you the strength to
gave me the strength.
He took the wheel, I think.
Give me the will to record.
That or I just figured it out by myself. But either way, we're here.
Please. We're here, right? We made it.
We're here and we did it. Proud of it.
Oh, Lord.
How's it going,
That's
man?
right. Dude, how are you guys doing?
Good.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Actually, well, kind of. It's kind of weird on both ends, but like I have a hernia.
Oh, no. Okay. How did you get the hernia, though?
Being old. I don't know.
Lots of sex.
I don't to be honest. I don't know.
Oh, really?
I don't know. It just started kind of hurting, and now it's just like I'm just trying to not fuck it up more.
You know the whole theory behind Napoleon Bonaparte.
Mm-hmm.
What about him?
Bonaparte.
Bonaparte.
So you remember how Napoleon always, and for our listener pleasure, they get to hear this. But he would slip his hand in his shirt like this, right? And the coat would come over here.
Yeah. Okay. He's cutting out. See, this is why we had.
So there are two things with that.
Okay, hold up. You just cut out. So try again. The last we saw was the hand in the coat.
Okay, so with the hand in the coat, right? That his very famous pose or whatever.
Yes.
There are two things with that. There was one, the history says it was a hernia that he was always holding and just keeping inside for his portrait. The other thing is that is a very I'll say universal sign for the Freemasons. If you are a part of the Freemason cult or sect, that's what you do in photos is you like have these hand signs. And if you look it up, I'm dead ass serious. If you go to Google and look at the hand partially in shirt and then like Freemason code with it, you'll fucking go deep.
Oh God, that's a rabbit hole.
So welcome to the Freemasons, Pat.
God dang it.
I knew somebody was a Freemason, and
my grandfather was a Freemason.
I had actually thought about checking out like a meeting,
a local lodge.
Yeah, I thought about it. There's one around here, but
there's one everywhere because they're the society that runs America.
I was gonna say they're like the Scientologists, right? Like they're kind of.
It's so much worse.
Or what was the Illuminati? That's what I was gonna say.
Scientologists.
So the Illuminati.
Tom Cruise.
According to the Freemasons and Freemason lore, the Illuminati was invented by the Freemasons to lose the track of the Freemasons.
Oh, what a pull.
Dang. This is like, you're like Nicolas Cage.
Dude, I'm about to steal the Declaration of fucking Independence.
Oh my God. Yo, I have that on my keychain. Wait a sec. I have it, dog.
Holy shit.
We're
Barry,
here, man.
That? He's got
these truths will be self-evident.
It has a compass on the other side of it, in case you were wondering, because that makes perfect fucking sense. So in case
freedom will light the way, you know.
God dang it.
That's awesome.
American capitalistic freedom will light your way to Ryan. I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Well, Matt, welcome to the podcast. Today we got Matt from Local Deadbeat Agency.
Hell yeah. Also, just so you know, as a part of the podcast, I'm not cutting any of this intro out.
Oh, no, this is
too good.
Crucial information for the listeners.
History, man.
This is, yes, exactly. Well, that's how I justify it too.
And then what you're going to find out, though, is you have like a cult following of Freemasoners who are going to come for you after this for leaking their hand secrets.
Well, at least someone will come for me. And it wouldn't be a lie this time.
It wouldn't be a lie this time.
God, I'm so bad.
Dear Diary.
Dear Diary.
Don't joke. I have one. No.
Do you?
I have a journal. Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
It's therapeutic from what I've heard.
Absolutely.
Do you call it a diary though?
No, it says journal. But I mean, I joke around as a diary because I had one when I was a kid, but no.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
No, because one of the things is I lose track of my thoughts a lot, as Pat clearly knows, and as everybody listening to the show clearly knows. So one of the things that I've learned to do is to write it down in a journal so I can articulate and remember the points, because I can remember the feeling that point made me feel.
Okay.
I don't remember the point or the fact, and I'm like, well, fuck, this doesn't work.
I only have...
And it's and especially if you're in an argument and they're like, well, prove it. And you're like, well, this one time
let me get my journal.
Shit. So it's helped with that. But
nice.
Anyway, welcome to the show. Welcome. We're back. This is gonna be real fun. Matt, dude, first off, tell us about yourself, man.
Oh man. So I'm Matt. I've been I've been running Deadbeat for a little over 5 years now. We just celebrated our 5-year in September.
Yeah.
Congratulations, dude.
Thank you. I'm and it was cool because it was the first show back that I was able to host post COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And pre-COVID, we were doing 5 or 6 shows a month.
Oh, wow.
Which is thinking about it now, I'm like, that's exhausting. Because we're only doing 2 a month right now because venues, well, it's crazy because it's the venues out here are slammed. Southern California is always, I don't know if you call it a hot spot or, but people always want to come down here.
Yeah.
Which is super cool.
Great.
But DIY spaces shut down in the last year and a half or whatever. So it's the market is super fucked.
It's oversaturated right now.
Yeah. And it's because the number of bookers really didn't change.
Right.
But the number of venues. So that's been kind of interesting. But we got to do the 5-year at Program, and Program is a skate shop in Fullerton. Which is where we fucking started doing shows. And it was cool because it was a mess of a bill, not cohesive in any way, but it was all friends. It's people who have been there for the last 5 years and just a lot of homies. And a lot of people came out for it. And I cried in front of everybody.
That's awesome, man.
Same.
Oh my God. It was nuts. I always give a little speech right before the last band goes on of hey, thanks for giving a shit about this, because nobody has to. And it's there were people who I'd see, at least once a month. If I was doing 6 shows, there'd at least be, and I hadn't seen these people a year and a half. And I'm as cliche as, everybody's felt, but I'm holy shit, I've missed your face. Obviously I see what you're doing on social media and stuff, but
it's not the same.
I'm a hugger. I like to hug people. And that was a weird thing the last year and a half. You can't hug people anymore. Right. And so I was just excited to hug people, man. And yeah, so it was super normal feeling.
Good.
Awesome. So shit's back to normal in that sense. We're booking again, and people are in my DMs and my emails. Some of them more unrealistic than others, but
yeah,
that's part of the game.
Speaking of the game, you started Local Deadbeat back in 2016 selling some buttons, a compilation titled the SoCal Emo Comp, which I fucking love that. That's amazing. And your first shirt and hat. Okay, so tell me, what made you want to actually start doing this as a future?
This is one of my favorite stories, honestly, and it's super weird backstory of my life.
Thank God it's a favorite story, because if it wasn't a favorite story, you'd have to tell an intro every single time. And just,
right.
So this story kind of blows.
Right. Let everybody mute it for the next 10 minutes.
Just and we could check out and go grab the hors d'oeuvres.
Everyone go open a beer while I'm doing this.
Just a bunch of
the pop top. So in 2016, I was in college. I was working, but it was super intermittent working. I worked for 2 months, doing under the table stuff, and then they'd have no more work for me. So then I'd just be, just in college and broke, and gas is expensive. So I had a buddy whose mom would rent me out to her friends for odd jobs because I had a truck.
Nice.
And I would lift heavy things. It was it worked for itself. And they were weird. One time I completely sidebar from this, but one time I had to dog sit for a lady, which no big deal. That makes sense. And when I got there, she's like, "Do you mind watching my dad?" Who was in his late 70s, early 80s, and had a minor stroke.
Well, so you charged her premium, right?
I did. I had. I was like, what? That was a whole thing. But anyway, that was
the cow. My dog. Yeah. I get there.
And my 70-year-old dad.
Yeah, 100%. I took him out to lunch and dinner every day for a week.
Oh hell yeah!
Damn. Yeah, nice fucking dude, man.
I would do anything for money. I'm not a dickhead or I like old people, but it was such a weird experience in my life. But anyway, so that same lady, there was this one, I had been pondering a clothing brand for the last year of that. It's all of 2016 I had thought about it because I was a business student in college, and that was a lot of, there's always assignments make a business plan, make a fictitious this, that. So I started piecing together what I wanted out of a clothing brand, and I never had a name for it. And so I was doing this fucking job, and it was a garage clean out. I think it was, what would it have been? It would have been $100, and then an extra $30 for a dump fee that
Your mom had some serious connections.
It was a friend's mom. It wasn't even my mom. My mom.
Oh my God.
I think it. Yeah, that was a whole thing. She was creepy. But
anyway, not to derail. Let's keep going.
Right. So I clean out this guy's garage, and he was very apprehensive.
Huh.
And I look like this. I look exactly the same.
For all
visually.
of you listeners out there, he meant to say handsome as hell with a dope ass beard. And
slightly Jason Momoa.
Yeah, Jason Momoa-ish. If Jason Momoa was emo and white.
I have a Jason Momoa story that's fucking completely sidebar. And we're back. So the guy was weird, and I'm a pretty straightforward person. This is who I am. I don't pretend.
I love it.
I'm fake to everybody. It's universal.
If I don't like you, you'll know.
Kind of. Yeah. I don't know. It's just I don't.
You don't bullshit with people. You kind of just wear it all on your sleeve, good or bad. Take it or leave it.
Pretty much. I don't care, I guess. But anyway, so this guy was super weird, and I don't know if it's because I'm just some random guy in his garage or what. But so he's like, well, do this, this, and this, and don't go through any of these boxes. And I said, okay, is it okay? If I said the boxes with it, yeah, it's fine, but don't open them. Don't, whatever. They were papers, by the way. That's all that was in the box.
Oh, I was sitting here. I was thinking.
Hunter, I opened it. Yeah, I'm not fucking. I'm is it what are you cheating on your wife and it's in this box or something? It was just papers, probably some tax documents or something. None of them. I don't give a shit.
I'm fucking U.S. documents.
Right? Like, that was where the declaration was.
There it is.
And then I struck it.
The real one.
That's where Nick put it, man.
Bastard. But anyway, so I cleaned the guy's garage out in like 2 hours. It's supposed to be like an all-day thing. Busted my ass, got it all done. And he's like, wow, you finished that really fast. I'm going to pay you less.
Oh, my God.
And I was like, no, you're not. And he's like, well, yeah. He's like, I was paying you for a full day of work. And I'm like, you got a full day of work right here. And, you know, whatever. So he went inside to go get the money. And at that moment, I was like, I had to make like business cards or some shit for this like deadbeat work I'm doing. And I'm like, what do I call it? And I'm like, I'll be the local deadbeat because I don't travel far. And then I was like, and literally I took his shit to, like, he paid me like the full fucking thing.
Thank you.
And I went to the dump. And then like that same week, I did the design for the shirt and like it all just started rolling. It was, it literally just kind of happened like that.
So like with that and like coming out of that story, like after that, did you ever plan on expanding or like even forming a clothing company or anything like that? Like putting shows together? Was that like the big culmination of this is what I want to do? Or did it grow from there?
Ultimately what it was, I had, and this is going to sound really corny.
Good.
I had the idea of a Hot Topic like brand.
That's not corny. We're fucking.
I every time I say it, I'm like, but that's my sellout goal, man. Like, if Hot Topic called me one day and was like, "Yeah, we want to buy out your fucking shit," and it was like a very reasonable offer, I would sell Local Deadbeat to Hot Topic
out so fast,
so hard, dude. Oh my god.
No, there's not a whole lot I wouldn't do. You know,
right. We're on the same page. But
Pat, if we ever got an offer from at First We Feast,
yeah,
we're selling out hard.
If they ever want to hire me to do some of their the dirt sheets,
yeah, dude, we'll make it happen.
No, Pat, you're part of the package deal. I wouldn't sell out unless you're there.
That's good.
Right, that's the reassurance he was looking for.
Yeah, not that I wouldn't sell out. It's no, you're coming with.
You're a part of this. It's not just.
Neither of our souls belong to us anymore. Freemasons, let's go.
Freemasons. But so it's like with that, I had that idea, and so basically, what I decided, I'm like, I'm gonna make these shirts and hats. And if I don't sell a single one, then I'm just cool being out the money. Like that's how I went into it. And then in high school, I always went to, how old are you guys?
26.
Okay.
38.
Okay. So I'm 26 as well.
Nice. I'm the boomer.
Nice.
I don't know, man. If you watched how hard I was sweating trying to get Zoom up, we might be close.
Pat's got the Zoom thing down to a T.
Yeah.
My mom offered to help me, and that was embarrassing. I'm like, you can't.
That's awesome.
I'm supposed to be a professional here.
Normally, you're supposed to go over to their house and help them with their computer.
That's exactly.
To be fair, my dad was always like really good with computers and shit as well. So
that's good.
He
always he always helped me with computer stuff until like now I do the computer stuff.
But when I was in high school, I used to go to I live very close to Chain Reaction.
Okay.
Nice.
And
sick.
Back fucking God, was that 15 years ago or so? They would do local band showcases, and it was always like Monday to Thursday.
Yeah.
The tickets would be fucking, that's all it would say. It would just say local band showcase. And it was the shitty high school ska band. And I would go to every one of those.
At least it's ska, though.
Like, I don't, like, some people really relate to that, or they have no fucking idea. And I'm like, no. If you remember the high school ska band, like you experienced something. But when I was younger, they always had burnt CDs.
Yeah.
To this day, I still have every single one of those burnt CDs.
That's sick, man. I love that shit.
Awesome.
And that was the thing, because it's like in 2014, I guess. I kind of got more involved. I got involved actually in the first time in like the pop punk emo scene, I guess. Yeah. And I remember I saw Tiny Moving Parts.
Oh, nice. Minnesota.
And they were at Chain Reaction, and they played to maybe 30 people. But there was an opener on that bill that I loved. And I'm like, fuck, how do I see these guys? And they were playing some shitty skate shop called Program. And I was like, that seems neat. So I started seeing these like high school, college age bands. And I'm like, yeah, I have your shirt and whatever, and I can stream or Bandcamp, I guess, but I want to physically hold your music.
Yeah.
So when I started doing the Deadbeat shit, I'm like, I reached out to like, I think there's 10 bands on it, and they were all bands I had seen a million times. I'm like, listen, please give me a song. I want other people to have your music.
Yeah.
Because I know it's not just me. And that's what really motivated the comp. But I didn't actually host my first show until March of 17.
Okay.
Wow.
The shows weren't ever an original idea of it. It just kind of, I had reached out to a friend and I wanted to do a Planned Parenthood benefit show. And I said, how do we do that? And we just, I mean, that was it. Like it, he basically booked a chunk of it. And he's like, well, who do you want to play? And I told him like the bands. He's like, okay. And I got to run door for like the whole show, which was the coolest thing. I'm like, this is so sick. And now today I'm like, I hate doors so much. It's my least favorite part of it.
But like with that, you know, since cleaning out garages to doing your first show to, you know, to now, but like in between there, you also got to be a part of like the last Warped Tour.
Yeah.
So like clearly you did something right, which is pretty incredible in and of itself. I think that's incredible. So like tell me, walk us through, me and Pat, I don't give a shit about anybody listening right now.
It doesn't.
That's not true. I love you. Oh my God. What was that like? Like, dude, like there's people out here that you like listening to us that have either never gone to a Warped Tour and might not ever get to go to one ever again. Right. So tell us what that's like. Like there's some pressure on you.
So we actually got to do 2 Warped Tours. So not to flex, but I got to do the.
You hear that, Pat? He just said he's better than us in like one sentence.
I've done Warped Tour.
Never mind, you're better than me.
Oh my God.
It doesn't take much though, I'll be honest.
Oh shit.
I did 2 total years of Warped Tour.
Oh God.
So I'm the only one, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't
it's a weird island to be on.
Right?
Lonely.
Yeah.
Jeez. Is it cold there?
Yeah, well, it's December in Wisconsin. So
we're in the Midwest. It is cold.
It is, yeah. I was bitching about, I think it was 60 this morning, and I'm like, I better put a long sleeve on.
So tell us about that experience. I'll joke it aside.
So
I just want you to know though, it was 25 degrees here. So
Jesus. So the last Warped Tour was actually really special. So Real Friends is one of my favorite bands.
For sure.
In 2013, I had found their music on Tumblr, and like that's like
correct.
I know, right? Again,
2013, you just discovered a band on Tumblr. Yep.
Yeah, like I could go on about that, but that basically like started me getting into pop punk and stuff, and they were playing that Warped Tour, and their guitarist Dave Knox, I got him to wear a Deadbeat shirt at that Warped Tour, and that was the Pomona date, so that was the kickoff, and that's when the media coverage is fucking nuts.
Yeah.
So like all the videos from their set, videos from that, like it was on the local news, like certain sets and shit, and like my fucking shirt was on that guy's chest, and to this day, I think it's the greatest moment of my life.
Dude, that's incredible.
I told my grandma.
Congratulations, like genuine congratulations, man. That's so fucking cool.
Thank you. I told my grandma that story. And my grandma still to this day thinks I have like one shirt. So every time I wear like a new Deadbeat shirt, she's like, oh, that's cute. Like, I'm like, yeah, it's like 4 years old. She's, oh, that's nice. But when I told her that story, she's like, I told her, I'm like, yeah, it's like the greatest moment of my life. And she's like, you kind of have the bar low. And I was like,
you know what though? Props to your grandma.
Dude, I love my grandma. She's one of my favorite
like
people.
I mean, like, no, don't get me wrong. That is really cool. But your grandma just like straight up spoke universe into your life right now. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, 100%.
You're here, like you could be so much like higher. Oh man, your grandma sounds awesome.
I love that woman to death. But yeah, so it's like that was in its own so special, and that Warped Tour was cool because it was like we had the booth, and like I had a banner for the first time, like a vinyl one. So a lot of people came up to it and were like, hey, you do shows and you're this. And I'm like, yeah, like I'm at fucking Warped Tour right now. Like, and you're identifying this? Like, there's so much else happening here. And okay, cool. Like, I was like, it was super neat. And I was walking to somewhere. I was walking somewhere around. Normally I'm in my booth the whole time. Maybe I was going to the Real Friends set, but this girl stopped me and asked me to take a picture with me. And I was like, why? She's like, well, you're the Local Deadbeat guy, right? And I was like, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that is me.
I thought this was going to be the Jason Momoa story, turning right into it.
No, not the Jason Momoa story. No, that was like, I was in fucking Vegas with my girlfriend, and we got in an elevator, and there was this drunk old white couple, and me and her were dressed up real nice. We were going out to dinner, and the dude who is like probably old enough to be my dad, maybe a little older, and was like, I'm sorry to bother you, but are you Jason Momoa? And I'm horrible with actors, so I'm like, who's that? And my girlfriend started laughing, and she's like, no, that's not him. So I had to Google it, and I was like, I am scrawny as fuck. And I mean, aside from the fact I'm white,
right? I mean, dead giveaway, but that's fine. Maybe not to a drunk person.
That's what I was saying. I gave the guy, but it's happened a couple different times, and I'm like, that's a weird one. But then they came out with that Progressive Auto Insurance commercial where he takes off his muscle suit and he's scrawny, and I'm like, oh, I see it now. Like that. Okay, that's reasonable.
It's completely attainable.
That makes the most sense.
There's a basketball player who looks just like me, and he used to play for the Thunder, and I can't think of the guy's name because I don't give a shit about basketball.
Kevin Durant.
That's fair.
Kevin Durant. Not Kevin. James Harden. Is that what you get?
No. He's fucking. Oh man, I'm gonna look it up while you.
I was gonna say, because I'm like, you guys have like.
Harden has a huge.
You got the
beard.
There you go.
Yeah, the same, very similar beard. I mean.
Oh God, who the heck?
We got this. This is like exhilarating radio. No, I love hearing you look on your phone.
I know, right? I'm like, oh God, what is?
I'm gonna dig into you so much. It's really funny. It's really funny because like all this is like I listen to the podcast just to make sure I did good. So I'm like, I'm currently right now in my car listening to this on my way to or from work, going, I love hearing you play on your phone.
Yeah, this is content. This is
good shit.
This is what'll keep people around.
Did you figure it out though?
Yeah, his name is. Oh, come on.
Don't give up. Don't give up.
No, it's like it's here, but it wants me to click a fucking link.
Clickbait. Okay.
And it's like Pinterest, and I
click it.
Well.
Steven Adams.
Steven Adams.
Google that.
Way off.
And there's his little face. If you
want. My God. Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah.
For all you listeners out there, he just held up a handsome person and said, "This looks like me."
Google Steven Adams and then Google Local Deadbeat, and you'll be like, "Oh yeah, that's similar enough."
That's that fucking guy.
It's worth listening to.
Hey, no, it's worth the Google.
It's worth the Google.
Okay.
It's worth the Google. With that,
yes, you get it. You take it.
Pat, we're on the same wavelength because we both see the fucking timer. With that, we're gonna take a break, and we'll be right back. Have you ever thought about promoting in fun, new, creative, and exciting ways? Well, now you can. Promote yourself right here in this segment on our podcast. Want to know how? Hit us up at unsignedpoppunk@gmail.com. And we are back. Welcome back to the podcast, everybody. Oh, wait, he wasn't even on.
No, I wasn't.
He wasn't even. He wasn't even ready. Look at that.
Well,
I just jumped the gun.
You did,
nice.
but it worked out. Perfect timing.
Look at that.
Well, since
I feel pretty good about that.
Since the first part of this podcast has been so serious already, we're gonna switch it up a little bit. So now we're gonna move on to our next segment, and that is our obscure question segment.
Oh, I love
this. This is pretty much where we've given up on talking about like music or anything kind of serious, and now just any of the stupid shit that comes to our head.
Absolutely
love it.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. First question then. If you were stranded on a remote island and you were only given one last fast food meal, what would you order?
Oh man. It would be definitely McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Yeah, okay. That is my fast food go-to.
Like over In-N-Out? Because you're 100%. In California. For real.
See, In-N-Out isn't all that great, man.
Yes, it is.
The hype isn't there. The hype is there. The quality isn't there.
Nope.
If you eat In-N-Out like in your car in the parking lot, it's fine. But literally, the second you get it home, it's cold.
Huh. Okay.
And that's like saying I live like 10 minutes from an In-N-Out and it's fucking cold. Like it's kind of weird. I still eat. I had In-N-Out like 2 days ago, I think. But yeah, that's my one fault. But I'd say 10-piece nugget combo, large fry, large Coke, and then McChicken on the side.
Nice. Okay, but what are the sauces that you use to dip? If you dip,
ketchup and the buffalo sauce. If it's got to be from McDonald's,
that's acceptable.
Well, yeah, I mean it has to be from McDonald's because that's what you chose.
That's what you chose,
right? Exactly. Because I'm on that island.
Animal sauce. Oh no.
Hey, calm it down. Everybody wants a double animal style. Okay,
I do too. I really do. It sounds amazing. Like right now, I'm just saying, it's not all it's hyped up to be, but it is good. But it's not like you're gonna eat it and like life is better for you.
What's your deserted island fast food choice?
Oh, he's asking me the question. Oh shit.
I'm turning it. Uno reverse.
Probably the double patty melt from Whataburger.
Okay.
With like large fry and large Dr. Pepper.
No tots.
No. I'm a fry guy. Like, because for me, okay, it's all about the surface area, right?
Yeah.
Like for me, with a longer fry, there's more surface area for crunch than there is on a tot. And I'm looking for the perfect ratio between the mush crispy of the fry.
Mushy fry
tot, you get really
with crispy fry.
Good crisp on the outside, but it's all mush on the inside. And it's still good, but I'd rather eat it frozen at my house where I can pay like $10 less for it.
Yeah.
But if I'm having like
it's hard to find a good tot that beats going fries.
And honestly, it's the only reason why Taco John's tater tots are so good is because they're thin.
That was what I was just about to say. Taco John's, that those are the only ones. Like
the problem isn't what I would eat. The problem is I've thought about this too many times to count.
Yeah. And y'all are in the Midwest as if you have an island to get stranded on.
Hey, there's Michigan. We could
get trapped in the UP.
Yeah, exactly. between the Great Lake or the freaking Canada, and ain't nobody got time for that.
No, that's so funny. What about you, Pat? What's yours?
Pat, I gotta know.
Well, honestly, since I can't have it ever, so it's gonna be a double animal style with animal style fries.
I understand.
If I mean, this is like a last fast food meal type thing, and if I could, in some magical way, make it happen, I would also like a Baja Blast from Taco John's because I don't drink pop anymore. Taco Bell. Sorry, we were talking about Taco John's. We got on the tots, but the Baja Blast, I would do anything to have that as my last drink because I haven't had a Baja Blast in close to 10 years.
Oh my, dude, go to Taco Bell and
go to
because I don't drink pop anymore.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry.
I just I don't do it. I don't remember exactly why. I guess it hasn't been 10 years, but like 5 years, 6 years.
I have
That's
a
a long
keyboard in
time.
front of me, and I just pressed F. It made the little boop sound because, like, when you know how, like, when you try to press a key and it doesn't do anything, it goes boop. Yeah,
that was you paying your respects.
And that's my respects right there to that.
Yeah, it's I and that's the thing is I don't miss pop. I really don't miss pop at all. But I do fucking miss Mountain Dew flavors. Not Mountain Dew because go home. Okay. I don't need that crap. But like some whiteout.
So tell
Live
me,
wire.
I just need you to explain this
Gamer
to me because
fuel.
The Game Fuel.
What does it taste like? Because all I've ever known is that Mountain Dew tastes like Mountain Dew.
Have
you not had any of the other flavors?
I've had like the Code Red, and it just tastes like red Mountain Dew.
Yeah, but Live Wire is like tastes like orange Mountain Dew.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's what they do. They taste like different flavor Mountain Dews.
Yeah, but like, so I'm really terrible at differentiating like artificial fruit flavors. So like when I eat a Starburst, like I could eat a whole thing of Starbursts and it all tastes the same except for the banana.
Well,
banana's the only one that
like
I can
Starburst.
Or Skittles or fucking or like gummy worms or whatever.
You're not
like,
tasting any kind of rainbow other than the fact that you're just tasting colors.
It's just
they're different colors.
Exactly. So like for me, it's like when I drink, it's just a red Mountain Dew. It's not like cherry. It's just Mountain Dew red.
Mountain Dew
but
red.
It doesn't. But the thing is, it's like I don't know what the actual flavor of it is because it's not. It's not cherry, but
it's almost like a fruit punch.
But yeah, red Mountain Dew doesn't taste like Mountain Dew though.
What does fruit punch taste like?
What
can you nail that one?
What the fuck?
Multiple fruits.
Yeah. Just all together. Yeah. Into one like amalgamation of just drink.
Yeah.
Of red liquid.
Yeah. No, I don't get me wrong. I still drink the fuck out of it. Like,
oh yeah.
But I'll like drink it and be like, this has no like distinguishable taste, and I think that's a problem.
You're just thinking way too deep into
I'm
it.
ingesting this, and I should know what I'm putting in my body, but I don't.
No, I don't ask those kind of questions.
Okay,
it gets
all right.
dark.
You want your answer? You want your answer? Fruit punch. It was started from an original syrup flavor called Leo's Hawaiian Punch, containing orange, pineapple, passion fruit, guava, and papaya.
With that said, though, I've never been able to like just go, really taste the hints of papaya.
Yeah, I was gonna say like the guava and the papaya is like unfucking.
It's like, are we sure? Because like, are we sure? Because they could just say that.
They could.
Otherwise, it's just red punch.
They could, but
I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it way too much.
You are trying a little too hard.
I totally understand that. Trying. No, dude. I think about this a lot.
Really?
Now, this isn't okay. This isn't like
I need to give you more jobs
material
to do.
Oh, shutting up now.
Yeah.
No, like I'll be eating it like fucking like I don't know, like let's say Culver's, right? I'm eating at Culver's and I'm like drinking Dr. Pepper. Like, what the fuck are the 23 flavors in this?
Prunes.
Well, what's the flavor of Coke, Bear?
Dude, sugar. It has sugar and caramel, I think. And it's like, it's it. Still drink it.
Oh, 100%.
But like, yeah, I fucking don't know. It's sweet and I like it, but like, I don't know what it tastes like other than Coke.
So do you like Dr. Pepper a lot?
Oh, it's my favorite.
I do.
In-N-Out has a banger Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, it's because they do what McDonald's does. They put a little extra syrup in it.
It hits. McDonald's Coke is the best. Like if I could have one last drink, it would literally be this.
Yep, absolutely. Hands fucking down.
100%.
Okay, that was a lot of time spent on that question, and I'm not mad about it. But let's talk about this one.
Okay.
Airplanes go zoom through sky. Why?
They got engines and wings.
You heard it here first, folks. We fly because engines and wings. Okay, next question. That works for me. Okay,
sometimes Bear's questions really go about that far. Like that, his obscure question segments.
It's obscure. He's hitting the assignment down. You know,
I understand the assignment.
He knows the assignment,
but he's just sitting there, you know, because he's just like, well, this is a question I have, and he just writes it down. Whether or not, like, sometimes I've seen him write, "Would you kiss me?" And I was like, let's delete that one. Let's
still
try.
Haven't been able to ask that one yet.
Yeah,
still
let's try. Let's
still
try
working
harder.
on the day.
Yeah.
There'll be a day.
We got time.
We've gotten to know each other pretty intimately at this point. Well,
so, but let's get into Bear's third and final obscure question that he had, and this one goes deep. Okay, so I want you to like feel it inside.
I wrote this. I wrote every word.
So, using our knowledge of science and the general idea of how most things work, why are you the way you are?
Why am I the way I am? Or just in general, why are people like existing?
However you want to take that question.
I was going to be more direct. Why the fuck are you the way you?
Why? No. Well, that's what I was going to say. Like, why am I like I am? I'm like, well, I started in 7th grade.
Yeah, started in 7th grade.
My parents got divorced.
First memorable
Miss Johnson wore a short skirt that day.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, it was just.
I remember my trauma like it was yesterday.
Right. That's so fucking great. Yeah, because it does it. You like, why am I though? I'm like, well, yeah, those were developmental years. My 7th grade girlfriend gave me a My Chemical Romance shirt, and then she cheated on me.
The same time.
It was like in like 3 weeks. Yeah, it was like a short.
I mean, you're only in 7th grade once. You know.
Yeah, man, and like she handmade the My Chem shirt. It was super sick, and I have a My Chem tattoo now. Not
do you
related
still have
to
the
that.
Shirt?
No, I don't.
Do you want to know the best part?
How wild would that be?
Right? That would be some. I
framed it, and that is why I am the way I am. I always look to that as a refuge.
I have like a bin in my house just full of like stupid shit from when I was just shit that I just didn't get rid of. And like I've got like old band t-shirts of bands I was in like 2000.
Pretty sure he put my love in that bin too.
I mean, I've got
sealed away.
I've got old old things from girlfriends, just weird, just obscure shit.
Yeah.
That
kind of like a memory chest.
Obscure questions.
Yeah. But it's just super fucking weird though. Like I just a bunch of shit.
Just burn it sometime if you're bored of it.
Just burn. The key to burning an ex-wife effigy.
I do that. Like there are certain band shirts that like have some sentimental value for some reason, and I'm like, I'm never gonna wear it again. But also, I'm never gonna donate it, so it's in a bin in my office.
But like the funny thing to me though is like even like asking this question, right? Like, why are you the way you are? You could literally just look at someone and go trauma and walk away, and they would sit there and go, oh,
I mean that checks out. That checks out.
And then you're just like, I need to talk to somebody.
You're like, shit. That's like this is like kind of off topic, but I like what year is it? In like 2017, right? In 2017, like the very end of it, I had to get on antidepressants / anti-anxiety medication, and as a side effect of that, your hair grows. But you don't get to pick what hair grows. And my beard got thicker.
Okay.
Which was like a positive side effect. And they come with a lot of like shitty side effects.
He's alluding to things he's not telling us. It
fucks with like your wiener and stuff. It's like that's the bad side effect. But it made my beard thicker, and my barber had noticed. And he's like, he's like, what are you doing to your beard? Because like it looks really good, and this, that, and the other thing. And I'm like, I got on antidepressants. And like this guy's face was just like, And I'm like, no, it's cool. Like,
it's cool, man. It's cool.
Yeah, like shit's getting taken care of. It's fine.
Yeah,
but, like,
for sure.
He didn't know how to react to it. And I'm like, it's okay. I'm fine.
To be fair, it's like, what the fuck do you do with that?
Right. Exactly. You asked me a
lot.
question about my beard. It just happened to not be a question. It is an answer you didn't want.
I will say this though, just in case, because Pat, you and I both know where we stand on this, and Matt, I know where you stand on this. Guys, if you're thinking about not taking your antidepressants, please do it. I'm 100% serious right now. Like, do it, man. Just it's okay. No stigma, no judgment. Just I have to do things too, man. Like I'm not the way I am naturally. It's okay. It's do it.
It is. It's great. I function very well, and my
they're there for a reason, man. Modern medicine is there for a reason.
I had I will say to anybody who is listening and is if you're not in a position where you aren't currently on them, but you have thought about it, don't go to your regular doctor. Have him or her or them recommend you to a psychiatrist, because my doctor literally asked me how I was feeling. I gave him a single sentence answer, and I got put on antidepressants for something that I may or may not have needed. And I've heard that from multiple people, and that kind of sucks, because sometimes, like, my best friend had a vitamin D or C, I don't remember which letter it was, deficiency that was causing him to his head was a mess. Took vitamins and his shit was fine.
Yeah.
And I'm on a fucking antidepressant fucking thing that my brain's reliant on now, which is fine. I'm cool with that. Like, we make amends. But, like, see a psychiatrist if you can.
Go to somebody. And and that's okay.
Oh, 100%.
And
man.
just, it's what is it? Hope for a day. It's okay not to be okay.
Yeah,
it's okay. And you know what? We're here, and I guarantee you could hit up Matt right now at Local Deadbeat, and he'll talk to you. He'll give you his experiences. You can hit up either me or Pat, and we'll talk to you. We'll give you our experiences.
I'll give you my phone number. We can fucking.
We're here for you. Like we talk a big game about
so many people after this,
right.
Right. Dude, I'm gonna text him. No, but like we talk a big game about like supporting the community and like supporting the bands and supporting all this stuff. And if we can't actually get together and support people, which is what it's all about, then we're not actually doing anything good for anybody. So 100%. We support you, and we encourage you. And if you need to reach out to us, we're here.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
On that note, we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back with our last segment. Hey everyone, like the show? Well, if you do, consider supporting us. You can find the links to our support in our bio for this podcast. That's right, this one right here. Wherever you're listening to this, you can find a link to support this podcast in the bio. Thanks, guys. Without you, we couldn't do what we do.
And we're back. I'll give it the official. But that was very intense.
Apparently I cut out, but I was like flailing arms and everything.
We literally, you just got to really get big and then
that was it.
Disappeared.
All hype, no heart.
And then we just started laughing at you.
Well, I don't expect anything less, to be honest. I'd be hurt if you did.
Get him into this last segment.
All right, man. Okay, so Matt, we've dragged you through everything. We've dragged you through your history. We've dragged you through your present. We've dragged you through some interesting questions. We're going to drag you through just a couple more questions, but these ones you have to answer like from your soul, and they need to be quick.
Shoot from the hip.
This you got to shoot from the hip. This is rapid fire question segment. Are you ready?
What's my timeline like?
Yep.
Just quick, just fucking it's there.
It's
first thing that comes to mind.
It's almost like word association in a way. Okay.
Just speak from the heart.
All right.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Pizza or tacos?
Pizza.
Saved by the Bell or Boy Meets World?
Saved by the Bell.
Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter?
Oh God, the fucking Mortal Kombat, but I'm bad at both.
Fair enough. Dogs or cats?
Cats.
Pudding or Jello?
Pudding.
Day or night?
Night.
Fall Out Boy or My Chemical Romance?
Oh, you can't ask me this question. Oh God.
I just did. So get with it.
It's Fall Out Boy, but I have a MyChem tattoo. I can't.
We have Pat. We just created.
I
drama.
can't say that. This is gonna cancel me. People are gonna know I'm fake.
You're such a poser, dude.
God,
look at you doing all the work in your community, and you
I know. Yeah, I'd rather listen to Fall Out Boy than MyChem.
Like that's all okay. Fall Out Boy.
This is rapid fire time, but I'm here to say
well, that was the last question, so we can elaborate on this one a little bit.
Save Rock and Roll is Fall Out Boy's best album, and that is my hot take for any conversation.
Okay, now hold up. You're gonna
delete this interview now.
There is some truth to that.
Oh man.
Here's why.
All right.
For me, when they came back, I was so excited. And that hype helped hype up that album.
100%.
However, My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark, not their best track on that album. And I was so tired of it being overplayed by the time the album even came out.
100%
I did buy the album and I was very impressed with it. I like Volcanoes. It's a great song, but the best song on that album Save Rock and Roll.
100%.
Specifically because of Elton John.
Yeah.
And the way Patrick Stump's voice work together. I will say that song is one of my favorite Fall Out Boy songs.
Okay.
I won't say it's my favorite Fall Out Boy album.
Nobody says that.
But I understand where you're coming from because that song slaps.
Oh my God.
So good. It's what like reinvigorated my love for Elton John.
It's crazy just to think about. I like that album cohesively. I think there's a lot of good artists that I think Big Sean featured on one and then Fox is featured on another. But the comeback from the hiatus, definitely, like you said, it led into how great it was. But what I like about Fall Out Boy that I'll say over bands like Blink, because I still think they fall under that category too.
Yeah. It's all Blink.
Fall Out Boy has progressed, not necessarily in a good way, but if you take This to Your Grave all the way to Mania, I think was their last one.
Yeah.
Which something like that.
Yeah, which was fucking terrible. Like there was like a good song on it, but like they developed, whereas it's like Blink is like, yeah, here's California and we're 40 singing about girls at 17. And it's like, why? No one wants
that. There's truth to that. But do you know who wrote California and the album 9?
No.
Patrick Stump.
You're shitting me.
I am not shitting you.
Well, can I tell you, aside from my dislike of Blink's progression, is I think California had some of the best like top 5 Blink songs on it.
I also agree.
I
actually love California, like the album in its entirety. Now there's a lot of shit on it that I don't like, and it's not my favorite, but because my favorite song is Up All Night from their I think it's the Neighborhoods album.
It is,
like,
and that's a good album.
It's a great
way underrated album.
Super underrated. I just love the way it kind of like goes like hardcore, like and then they get into like pop punk. But but I actually really loved the vibe of it. And then when I found out Patrick Stump like wrote it, it all kind of just like clicked. I was like, oh yeah, because he's an amazing writer. Yeah. And Blink was actually never that great with lyrics when it came to Mark Hoppus, at least my personal opinion.
100% agree.
It was all with Tom DeLonge, and that's why Angels and Airwaves is doing is progressing, actually progressing.
I would have to say that I also agree that I can definitely tell, like, I can't tell that it was written by Patrick Stump, but the fact that I dislike it so much makes sense to me. And here's the thing. I thoroughly enjoy Fall Out Boy. I think I don't like Pop Patrick Stump at one iota, to be honest. Like I don't I think the only Patrick Stump pop thing I liked is what he did with Gym Class Heroes.
Yeah, that was really good.
I fucking
God, that was what year was that? Was that 06 or 07?
I don't know. It was a time.
That was a long yeah, I was gonna say that was a minute ago.
I think I'm gonna use like a big word, I think, for it. I think like pop Fall Out Boy is abhorrent. I can't stand it.
All right.
Yeah. And but I really love old Fall Out Boy. Not even just like the Take This to Your Grave. One of my favorite Fall Out Boy is the Folly I Do.
That is one of my favorite Fall Out Boy
albums. I love
albums.
that album.
It's so good.
This is super random, but you guys are old enough, so you might remember. Do you remember what Spaghetti Cat was?
I don't know. Not offhand.
It sounds familiar, but I've done a lot.
It was the super weird blip in 2008 or 9 on like a news. It was just like some local news, and the weather lady or whatever was doing her shit, and it cuts away to this fucking cat eating spaghetti, and then it just cut back, and nobody said anything about it. It got completely ignored, and Fall Out Boy released the music video for I Don't Care, and in that video they cut away to fucking Spaghetti Cat out of nowhere, and they ignore it also.
Oh, that was a reference?
It was a reference. It was not original, and it's super fucking like
shit.
It's this really weird memory I have because what was that? I was like high school, like freshman year of high school, I think. And I just vividly remember that being like a meme, I guess, before memes were memes. And
yeah, I thought like all like old Fall Out Boy was so like their videos were so clever.
Yeah.
Obviously the songs and song titles were always funny and clever, and I loved that shit.
Yeah,
I love the era of the big song titles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, with them and Panic, man, like everything off Pretty
or A Day to Remember.
Mm-hmm. Oh god, yeah, dude. The For Those Who Have Heart.
Mm-hmm.
TBT, man.
Yeah, for sure. All right, man. Well, this seems like a pretty good place to kind of wrap up the podcast. So first off, we want to thank you for being here, dude. This was an absolute blast. We love it. But before you go, we want you to plug your brand, promote yourself. Tell us what's next for Local Deadbeat Clothing and Agency. Like shameless plug yourself right now. The floor is yours.
All right. So I'm 6'3", and I think that's my best quality.
Already off to a great start.
I know.
I much better than me.
I'm setting the bar really high.
My 5'10" have an ass.
Right. We got some new clothes coming out ideally this month, but I have dramatic delays with a lot of my shit. Not because of COVID, but because people suck sometimes, and that's okay. We make do. So there'll be some new clothes coming out ideally by the end of the month. Mm-hmm. And God, I've got shows into April already.
Wow.
So
congratulations.
Thank you. So I'm trying to keep a calendar. So if you are in the Southern California area listening to this, please check out Local Deadbeat CA on every social media platform. I even made a TikTok.
Let's be friends.
Follow me. I post show content and then like a video of my car once a month, and that's fucking it. I get like 50 views. It's pretty serious, but I make clothes that are comfortable and fucking they would probably look good on you. I don't know. I mean, let's just fuck around.
It would look good on you, and we probably do know. But I'm still down to fuck around and find out.
We can fuck around and find out. It's definitely it's not the ugliest t-shirt you'll buy. And that's like fair. If your parents are divorced and like you have a deadbeat mom or dad, that's also appropriate for them. Like
there you go.
They'll find it funny and entertaining, I promise. Don't ask for a refund. You won't fucking get. Oh.
Matt, thank you so much for being on this podcast, dude. You're fucking stellar. We should hang out. Next time in California, we're gonna hang out.
Oh,
we'll go get
100%.
Me and Pat will take you. We'll go get some we'll go get a double with animal fries or with fries animal style.
We'll get the burger animal style for you too. We'll make sure it's a treat.
Oh God, treat.
Extra large Dr. Pepper.
Oh,
say less.
Oh, you had me at extra.
All right.
It's very nice talking to you, boys. This has been fun.
This has been fun. With that, guys, we'll catch you next week with a new episode.